Hello to our listeners out there. Welcome to today's podcast series titled Help, I Am Overwhelmed, Challenges of an AI and Data Science Student. With us today is Busayo Ajala. My name is Jessica, and with me are my team members.
Folashayo,
Sally Ann,
Aisha.
Our guest speaker for today is Busayo Ajala. Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence, Busayo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you so much.
My co-host, Sally, will be doing the introductions.
Busayo Ajala is a data scientist and analyst holding a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Lagos, Nigeria, and a master's degree in artificial intelligence and data science here from Keele University, with distinction, obviously. So Busayo's skill set includes working with relational databases like PostgreSQL and MySQL, computer languages like Python and R, and visualization tools such as Power BI and Tableau. He has extensive experience in data analysis and machine learning methods. Busayo's professional experience extends to his work in the financial service industry, where he successfully led the analysis of vast and complex data sets to uncover trends and patterns, leading to the adoption of data-driven initiatives that increase productivity and profitability. Additionally, he developed machine learning techniques for creating predictive models for forecasting and decision making. Busayo was also responsible for creating and maintaining SQL databases to facilitate data management and analysis. Thanks to his excellent problem-solving abilities and strategic thinking, Busayo has successfully innovated existing processes and provided solutions to business problems. He is an invaluable addition to any organization due to his ability to collaborate and communicate effectively with both technical and non-technical partners. Wow. Awesome bio.
Yeah, that's so good.
Thank you.
That's so good. So Busayo is a former student of Keele University. Congratulations on completing your postgraduate degree. I'd like to find out, how does it feel to have accomplished such a significant achievement?
Interesting. I think it's a thing of joy for most people, especially doing this data science and artificial intelligence, because when you look at every challenges you faced towards the completion of the degrees, amazing, and you look at yourself standing tall in the crowd in your graduation, like, I actually finished this thing. So it's a good experience, good feeling for yourself, or even your families and friends that actually wished you. And they will be proud. Even you yourself will be proud with such a
Yes.
And come on.
It has not been easy.
And probably it's just that's the beginning of. For me, it's amazing. It's good. It's rough times, good times, excellent times. So everything was part of the whole experience. You reflect back and you look at it like,
We'll definitely be coming back to those rough times, and because we would like to know what you did differently.
No, sure.
Struggling here.
Sure.
A whole lot of us actually.
Whole lot happened.
Nice.
So, right, I would like to ask, as one of our objectives are for people that are looking at opportunities in coming to data science and artificial intelligence. We want to ask what are those inspirations that that champion you coming into such a field, and while you're here, those things that you've learned that you want to share with our listeners.
Okay, so for me, like you said, so I worked as a data analyst already in a financial service sector company, really said, and then basically we're just trying to analyze data with problems that have been coming up. And furthermore, I think according to there, I now discovered you can't just stop at just analyzing the past historical data. You could move further into predicting some stuff. And I got that inspiration basically when I now saw this data science. So my word into data science even came in through somebody talking to me about it. And I'm like, okay, what's it all about? And I discovered that it's moved the foundation of this data science also aligned with my interest, which is like the statistics. Yeah, people who say statistics is not needed, but come on. these are like, if you have a house that you want to build, then the statistics is like the foundation. Then the same thing with data science, and I was very grounded with statistics, especially coming from a quantitative background with economics. So it's moved me to those places. I'm like, okay, I could do this thing. Especially when I've done a lot of playing around with Excel,
what's that
analyzing
thing in school? SPSS.
I didn't use SPSS.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So because like I said, I came from economics, I used eViews.
Oh,
views.
Okay,
yeah.
So in short, that was what led to my first job. I was leaving school because I was
But
so
how
good with
come
the
we don't
analysis.
even hear of those tools anymore?
They are not
All we do with now
They're
are
obsolete.
Python.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I like it or not, data analysis has been right from those places, MATLAB, SPSS.
It was really popular then,
I
MATLAB.
know,
Yeah, but it
I
wasn't
just
gaining
surprising that we don't get to
traction
talk about it again.
until possibly like 2017 when people begin to come out with it, and a lot of companies now discover that we can take data-driven decisions. And how can we take data-driven decisions? The data points us towards it. So when I mean data-driven decisions are taken based on the data we have at hand for us to solve a business problem.
Something we call more
So
like
all these things come
evidence-based.
up. So they all came up, and people now begin to see the value of data. Maybe in developed countries, in developing countries, we still have a long way to go, especially with making sure we get our data quality right in terms of our access of database, because we don't keep records in developing countries, and it makes it very difficult. But in developed countries, records are kept. Every single records are kept. Then these records are basically just lying fallow. A data will lie down, doesn't make any meaning until somebody takes it up and just exploits. So this exploration, you come into conclusion. So when you're coming into conclusion, you are talking to stakeholders, either internal stakeholders or external stakeholders, and God help you, you're talking to a stakeholder who doesn't understand your technical jargons. So you should also have to be able to relate with them in such a way they can see these things, and they can see, you are not just telling us this thing, we are seeing it. Then we can take decisions with it. So that's what I mean by data-driven decision.
Honestly, I know it's no secret. Studying AI and data science, it requires a lot of time and effort, and you have so many things competing for your attention. So can you tell us a bit about how you manage to juggle your academic workload with other responsibilities, like maybe family obligations or even working while studying AI and data science here at Keele Uni?
Crazy.
It's crazy.
You had to pause. You think about it because
I have to pause because
that's
it's not
something
easy.
we are all
Yeah,
with.
so
It's not easy
overwhelmed.
because I know, especially for international students coming into this country for the first time, you look at, most of us are coming in for better opportunities.
Exactly.
And technically, most of us are like, we want to exploit the economic opportunities here, and we come in, and the system here is very fast.
Very fast paced, exactly.
Yeah.
Very
So
fast.
yeah,
In the course of you trying to settle down, you have so many things you are trying to solve.
moving and
Your movements, especially, so the less baggage you come in with, the faster for
easier
you
it
to
is
settle down.
Settle down, exactly.
So if you come in like a single person, it's easier for you to settle down. But it comes with its own difficulties because
It does.
there's an housing crisis probably in UK here, and you start looking for a house, you go, all these things take a toll on you.
It does.
An assessment is meant to be done.
It took me a month and a half to get a place. After
An
spending
assessment
so
is meant to
much.
be done. At the same time, bills are meant to be paid.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So it takes a whole lot of discipline and dexterity for you to be able to fashion all these things out. So the first thing I say is there should be well-planned activities for how you can do these things. So every day you sit down, you look at it, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this. And you also have to be very disciplined.
Yes, that's another thing.
Very, very disciplined. Because whether I like it or not, when I came into this country, first 2 weeks, because I came in doing quarantine, I tell myself, I just had this notion that no, it's never going to be possible. 24 hours don't make a day in United Kingdom.
Yeah.
it doesn't make a day.
True.
Especially when you're coming from Nigeria.
Exactly.
Where they all
So when you come from
Yeah.
Nigeria, like you said, whereby you now look at it like it seems we have more than 24 hours in Nigeria.
every hour counts.
We have more than
Yeah.
24 hours in Nigeria. You're like,
yeah.
because
Time is money.
I literally, I know when I came in, I'm like, I want to do something today. I'm like,
And then you've
the
done-
first 1 week. After 1 week, I had to have a reflective mindset. Say, no, I
what
can't continue this way.
Yes.
I've not done anything before. I know, and also you came. Most of us come in during the period whereby we have shorter days and longer nights.
Yeah, then you be sleeping like
because
mad
once
person
it's-
every
yeah.
time.
So when you see the weather by
it's
4,
dark. Yeah. And
You're
then it
sleeping.
seems like the day is over.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, exactly.
So
because when it is dark already, I'll just be
you're
like,
not
it's
able
time
to
to
do
go
it's
to bed.
simple.
anything
It's simple
else.
because of the fact that you are coming from a system whereby you have not seen those kind of things before. Your body adjusts to it. Your mindset
Is now
is still
trying
not
to
adjusting.
adjust.
So
yeah.
it's those things tell, and you now look at it. Okay, I can't continue this way. So I can remember then when I came into this country for the first 1 week, I literally could not off the coats in my body. People were laughing at me, but if you look at me now, like nah. Except if it's extremely cold, you see me wearing something very, very heavy.
No, I'm still trying to adjust. I'm sorry.
But you look at yourself and you say, okay, you have to be able to plan.
Yeah.
And you have to be very disciplined. And discipline to me, if somebody asks me what's discipline, I don't have the English meaning of discipline. I just tell them, discipline is when you know that you've told yourself, I need to be doing this thing 2 to 4 every day. Irrespective whether it is convenient
or not.
convenient.
Yeah.
Your discipline test will be put into place when it is not even
Convenient. Exactly. That is the right word.
So talking about data science as a tool, you get to see some tools that can help you, like people make use of to-do list or some other project
Exactly.
management tools that will help.
Notion. And the like, Notion is also a very good one you can use. Notion is like a track list of how you can track your activities and everything.
Okay.
What you want to do.
Notion?
Yeah.
Notion, yeah.
Notion.
So you, in that respect, you get to ask this question that how much of discipline comes with data science as a tool. A friend of mine once said that when you leave your project or coding for a day, that it leaves you for a week. Continuity, persistency is the key here. So what do you have to say to this?
I think your friend is correct. So with data science, you have to be on the top of your game, learning. So the first thing is, if you are somebody who will not move with the modern way of how things are going to be done, I don't think you will copy data science. Now, what do I mean by the modern way? You have to be able to open your mind to learn. Up till today, I learned virtually new things in the data field. And the way I see it is a drop of water every day.
Excellent.
It doesn't make sense when you are dropping small water every day. It will begin to make sense after a period of time.
Yeah, thank you,
Awesome.
Busayo.
Thank you.
So, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced during your postgraduate studies, and how did you overcome them? Because for me, I think I'm kind of overwhelmed with a whole lot of things to do. It was just last semester that I had to study Python, SQL, do statistics and stuff.
A bit of Java.
A bit of Java, which I had to
Exactly.
Have you learned in 1 week?
to develop an e-commerce simulation, a very kind of complicated
complex
project. Yeah.
parameter.
So I thought first semester would was the
It should have
issue,
been
but then
easy
I
to,
moved. I moved to second semester. Now I have to learn a whole lot of visualization, cloud computing, Amazon stuff, Amazon Web Service, Azure, stuff like that. The thing is that I feel like I've not in myself. I know I've not moved past first semester. What I really need, be grounded in what I've been taught. And now I'm in second semester, trying to put on a whole load of knowledge to the ones that I've not been even able to master. So I think it's very overwhelming, and I guess a whole lot of us are just studying to ace the courseworks, and let's just get it done. And then we have to now sit down and try to see, did I get what I've been taught? Can I do projects of my own and stuff? So, what were the challenges you faced during your own postgraduate studies, and how did you
Able to
overcome
deal with
them?
them. Yeah.
Very good point you raised, and I think I need to make it very clear that during my own time, I even came late.
Oh,
Yeah.
Literally when the whole classes are finished. Because
That's the worst.
I came in November.
Wow.
And you know that I came from a country where intonation is different. So I dealt with intonation
Oh, the
Accents.
accent. Yeah.
very fast. Literally, I can hear. But thank God I can read English. I can read
Thank
it.
God we were taught in English.
God
Because
I was
there's that
taught in
misconception
English.
that, we don't know how to speak English
So
and we're not
I
taught
struggle
in
with
English.
the weather. I struggle
Yeah.
with the accents.
Yeah.
And they all have an effect. And I struggle with the educational mode system here.
Very fast
initially.
paced, yes.
So initially I struggled and I suffered with it by sacrificing a course for it in terms of not doing it well. But after I sacrificed that course, I told myself, that's the end. I've acclimatized myself, so it's not going to happen again. So for me, there are a lot of things to be learned when you're in school. Technically, the breakdown of the modules and the subjects is perfect. Where the problem comes is the timing
Yeah.
is not enough.
It's
Yes,
not enough.
exactly.
It's not enough.
For a conversion course.
For a
Yeah.
conversion course, it's not enough. Yes. So now you look at all these things. Engineer, he has to learn programming. Your module, first semester, you are learning programming.
Yes.
He has to learn, and part of the programming, you do web scraping and all those things. Is there. Well, we move further to analyst. He needs to be able to know how to analyze. Your first semester module, database,
Management.
analysis, and management.
Yeah, SQL and
You can see he's there. He has analyzed the thing. He needs to present it. Visualization.
which is what we are doing now.
You can see. You can see. That's why they didn't put your second semester work to the first semester.
Yeah.
It's clearly
They're
planned out.
intentional
It's
about
just
it.
the timing, like you
So the
like
timing
you correctly
is
said,
not enough.
is not enough.
Especially when you say
exactly.
it's a conversion course. So
Yeah,
you are overwhelmed.
People from non-tech
So
backgrounds.
it that takes a great effect of you in terms of discipline and
Discipline.
personally like trying to go out of your way.
To
catch
develop
up.
yourself,
Exactly.
So if you, because you can imagine I came in and we had the same issue. A lot of people before they could even try to find their feet, there is an assessment on programming to be done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can imagine you have been
You're
told
being
to learn
pulled from
programming,
different- yeah,
especially when you are
to
coming
do-
from no background at all in 6 weeks. How?
Exactly. I think our listeners out there are also struggling with it. And I think that this is a good platform for them to know what it is that they need before they can come in, what they need to do. I don't think they should just come in like we did. They should
people
do some
should be
preparation.
prepared. They should not
Yeah,
be
they'll
like
tell you it's a conversion course. but
No.
I actually do think that you should have some like a little bit of
a
Yeah.
background.
Something
I
our
don't-
first
I don't-
speaker said.
background may not
Exactly.
be in terms of like you have worked in that field.
But
Yeah,
the expertise,
maybe
if you
learn.
should
You
have
have
step
played around
studied.
with all these things.
Yeah.
You have
The
familiarity
tools
with those
with them.
tools,
So they are not so
processes.
foreign. You're just looking at
The tools and processes are the reason why you are doing those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so
So
true.
the school now makes like expand the horizon of the knowledge of what you want
to do, yeah.
Literally, yeah.
That brings us to our next question, actually, which is what advice would you give someone who is considering pursuing a postgraduate degree in AI and data science and how they can prepare themselves for the demand of this field? The advice.
My number one advice is be open to learn
Open to learning. Okay.
and get ready for the rest of your life.
Exactly, you are going
you have
to
to
learn.
Keep learning.
upskilling. Yeah.
So if you are somebody that you are probably looking for a field whereby you think you can just learn everything, then you can start working, and it doesn't enclose field where learning ends for a specific period. And I'll give an example. Maybe person, sorry to say, something like maybe accounting. We know the debit side, credit side. I'm not.
They do ACC and I can.
And that's it. You are certified.
That's it. There's nothing. I get what you mean. No, like further certification.
There is
upskill.
nothing something like technology. They are involving this thing over time.
It's not really
It's
evolving.
just it's
Now look at
static
an
kind of.
example. data analysis started with the likes of MATLAB, SPSS. Somebody over time we moved to Python.
Yeah.
Like, how?
I've heard of Julia now.
There's Julia.
Julia, yeah.
If you're not even going to very, very big data processing and analysis,
You
there's
have
Spark.
to- Spark, yeah. Hadoop.
There's Spark, there's Hadoop, there's Hive, there's Flink.
Oh,
So you have to be able to like be open to learning.
Into learning.
That's the biggest. You have to be open to learning and you have to be very flexible.
Yes, flexibility. Very important.
So even if you are learning and you say, "Oh, I know only Python, I know this," there are tools. If you're learning, if a problem will tell you to move away from these things you are familiar with, and you have to go learn those things to do the job, you don't have any problem. You don't have choice. That's why I mean flexibility. No, I cannot do this. I have to. You only use this to do the job.
Yeah.
How?
But like, you know.
If you are not flexible as a person, you will be left behind. The technology itself is
pace at which it is
what is
advancing.
evolving, and
Oh
it's
my
flexibility
goodness.
that will make you be on top of your game
Yes.
Yeah.
with tech.
I think I need to go and change my name on LinkedIn from that data science.
I can do
So yeah, I will see
I can
I will
do-
see the opportunity
Yeah.
in both
In
data
both.
engineering and data science.
yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. Yeah, and I think it's better to just focus on a particular thing and
But
just
I-
be chipping into
and
other.
I will always say it. Data engineering looks like the future of AI. Because whether I like it or not, there are companies need people who will manage this data.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who will help them to build these pipelines of this data for their work.
So, Busayo, what are your plans for the future and what advice would you give to others who are just starting out their careers in AI and data science?
Yeah, for me, like I said, I want to do engineering, and at one point in time, I'll be able to like, if I do. So my plans for the future is very much. Yeah, a whole lot. Because one day I wake up, I have this plan. I want to do this thing. The
You
next thing,
note
I'm
it
like,
down.
oh my god, I think I need to leave this and I need to work
Focus
on
on
this
this
and
first.
So, but the most important thing is when you talk about plans, there will be a short-term plan. There
Yeah.
will be an immediate plan, and there will be a
Yeah.
long-term plan. So,
Yes.
for the short-term plan, you possibly like, okay, I need to get into this industry that I'm looking at what I've eyed. I need to enter the industry. Then in the medium term, you're like, okay, I need to grow.
Yeah.
Then in the long time, you're like, okay,
Where do you
I
see
need to
yourself?
generally now be like a data consultant. So consultant means like you're cutting across everything you're doing.
Yeah. Oh,
More like I'll say a data evangelist.
that's
Because
a good one.
yeah.
Preach the gospel.
You know, you preach the gospel about data, and this is the truth. You preach the gospel about data, and you want to be like a data evangelist, and like, okay, if they are talking about deployment, you have an idea of, oh, I can do. You've done something on it. They are talking about, oh, we need to analyze this thing and present a dashboard to stakeholders. You've done something on it. We are talking about we need to move data migration from one place to another place.
You have an
Engineering,
idea.
you've done something on it. So a long time for me, short term you will learn this. That's why I said from the beginning, my biggest advice is be open to learning everything. Because the more
Yeah.
flexible you are, the more opportunities opens for you.
So it doesn't seem like it is far out there or it's so overwhelming to our
Yeah,
listeners.
so the more flexible you are, the more the opportunities in data open for you.
And then then
And the
you'll be
more
able to
and the
learn.
more open you are learning to it, the more
Exactly.
flexible you are, the more the opportunity open for you. So you will continuously have to upskill. So I met somebody who were like, he came in for this program, and I'm like, the first thing I told him, have you dedicated your life to be learning forever? And he was down. And he's like, that's what you would do. I don't know what I'll learn today, but if I pick up my phone today, I may see new things. And,
Yeah.
and you do, that's how I work. And if I look at that new thing, I read the article, I want to practicalize what I've seen there. I think that's my system.
I wanted to ask a question, sorry. Because I know that we are talking about the fact that, I'm overwhelmed with being an AI and data science student. Now, if people that are actually overwhelmed, what advice do you have for them? Like, who can they speak to? You know, coming from Nigeria, a lot of the times people we say we don't experience depression, we don't
Yeah.
experience mental health issues, but people are actually facing this issue and they can't speak out because they are
It's not something we
worried
are
or they
used
scared.
to.
Yeah, it's not something they're used to. But how do you think you can encourage people to actually speak up? Because it's very important. And who can they go to for such, advice?
So yeah, like I said, when you come in here, depending on the kind of, so it's difficult. So when you come in first, your level of settling down depends on the kind of support system you meet on ground. If the support system is very high, you settle down very fast.
Yeah,
So when I talk about support system, you don't necessarily have to be the school itself. Maybe you've got, so you can imagine somebody coming in and he has a lot of family members here. Settling down makes
it's
it easy.
very fast. Yes.
The school is also there to support you. That's why you see we have this ask. They are there to support you. If you have issues, if you feel you are not okay in terms of your mental health, talk to people. I've come to realize something in UK. You need to drop your ego somewhere
Yes, very important.
and talk. Talk. I was a victim. I literally don't like to talk to people.
Yeah, I get that.
Not because I don't like to talk to people, but I just feel like
You don't want people to know about
I
your
have
business.
this notion that I can always solve these things myself.
Yeah.
But you have this when you come in here, you have group of people from different countries in your class. You need to learn from them.
Yes, that's
They
true.
will help you talk to them.
Talk
So
to them. Yeah. Don't be
sometimes
shy
your
about
problem,
talking to them.
the problem you have is probably will be solved by somebody who is also facing the same thing, and he just sees the comfort that, oh, you're also facing this problem, and like, okay, let's walk through these things together. This is how we can do it.
All right, thank you. So if you could share any tips or tricks for someone starting or developing their careers within the field of AI and data science, what would that be?
Learn the basics,
Learn the basics.
and from there, move.
Keep it.
Make sure you learn the basics.
Okay.
When you learn the basics, then you can decide on what you want to do. So when I mean learn the basics, depending on the path you have picked. So if the path you have picked is, I want to be a data analyst.
Yeah.
Learn the basics.
Yes.
Okay.
Learn how to ask the right questions from a data. This is the right question I need to ask depending on the problem. Once you have done that, then learn the means of how you can use those things to answer the right questions, which is the basis. That's when your Excel, your SQL, then your visualization or intelligence tool comes in.
Okay.
Then from there, you can now decide, oh, I think I can do more with this.
With
I
that,
think I can do more with that. Then you can now dive in and do that. But the first things first, learn the basis. The basis is very, important.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
We've
much.
learned a lot from this session, and I hope that our listeners out there also have learned.
Yes.
Very instrumental to our
Yeah.
learning today.
Learn the basics, be disciplined, be flexible.
Use
And be
Notion
open.
if you can.
Yeah, there are different ones. Some people use Google Docs. Whichever
Just
way
try
you can
to-
keep a track of your
of what
to-dos.
you've been
Yes,
doing.
fine.
performance.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think Notion, I use Notion because it's infused with AI. So
Yeah.
there are things
Okay.
there, it's
Oh,
infused with AI too.
wow.
Like I said, AI is something that you have to embrace.
Yeah, whether I like it or
It's not
not.
something to take
Yeah.
your job. You just have to work with it to
Indeed.
increase your
I think we
productivity
need to
and
keep
output.
sensitizing the public that AI is not going to take your job. It's just going to make it easier,
Easier for you.
Is
Yeah.
AI going to take your job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make you to focus on the
AI will
important
take your
things.
job if you decide he wants you to take your job and you are beefing with it.
Yeah,
But you can't beef with AI.
I think it's
because
for
it helps your
I think
work.
it's for people that are not like willing to develop
They're not-
themselves and
yeah,
stuff like
and-
that.
and-
You know, for you to use AI, you have to learn how to use the AI, and there are some people that are just like
Yeah, so
rigid.
there is this thing they call prompt engineering. It's a new thing now. So you can see there are a lot of things that you will learn. I'm like, what's prompt engineering? Ability for you to ask this thing to do it this way.
The right, yeah.
So that you can get what you want. So,
Okay.
like I said, prompt engineer is key because you have a problem. If you don't know how you can go about in asking the tools that are available to you to help you solve your problem, you will just be looking at it.
Exactly.
Right. Thank you for listening to our podcast series on the challenges
so much.
faced by
Thank you.
AI and
Much.
data science students. We hope that this series has provided you with valuable insight and perspective on the various aspects of being an AI and data science student and how to overcome the challenges that comes with it.
Throughout the series, we have explored the different challenges that students face, such as managing time, dealing with imposter syndrome, and navigating the complexities of AI and data science. We have also discussed various strategies and tips to help students overcome these challenges, including seeking support from peers and mentors, developing a growth mindset, and finding a healthy work-life balance.
So So, as we conclude the series, we would like to remind all students that it's okay to feel overwhelmed at times, and that seeking help and support is a sign of strength and not weakness. So, we encourage you to reach out to your professors, to advisors, peers, mentors, whenever you need, and to take care of your mental and physical health, because it's very important.
Very important.
Okay, to our listener, once again, thank you for listening to our podcast series,
Thank
we
you.
wish you the best in your AI and data science journey.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
To our guest as well.
Yeah.
And to
Bye,
our team
people.
members. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.